Good evening, everyone. It's Rickzilla here, and tonight I'm gonna be going back to the idiotic, narcissistic bitch named Playmate Tessie. Apparently, she's basically gone completely off her rocker. And, well, we all know what goes completely wrong with her. Anyway, let's hear what the dad has to say. Because honestly, I think we should get a little more insight on who this POS really is. And, well, let's just say that there's a lot of crazy shit going on. And let's hear what the dad said. Anyway, we're just waiting for a few more people to get it. I mean, the Geek Room still has their Devil's Lettuce going on, and before we start, which before we start, before we start, before we start, let's just get back. Let's just wait for a few more people to come in. I mean, the Geek Room are still having their show because we all know Grumpy Lobster likes to talk a lot, and I mean a whole lot. And I would have expected that because, well, we all know some how people can be when they're in the sauce. I mean, I'm not judging Grampy. I mean, he's funny as hell, but there comes a time when you really need to wrap things up because we got some stuff that we need to do the next day, and anyway, let's get into this argument. Let's get into this argument. God, my voice sucks.
Hello? You don't have to talk to me. If you know I'm on live, you do not have to speak on the live stream. Do you want to be on the live stream? Do you want me to take you off of live stream? Do you want me to take you off?
Oh dear God. I'm just saying, he ain't wrong. She is a narcissistic drama queen after all, and oh boy, we all know where this is going. And honestly, I don't blame the dad for going off on her. I mean, actually, I mean, you should have disciplined your kid better, but this is too much. This is very, very infuriating. I mean, I've heard from some other people that this Tessie bitch was saying bad things about people who on Twitter, and that could get that. I would like to take a look at that if I get the chance to. If I get the chance to, I might have to take a look at those tweets.
Okay, you are. All of this is you're doing because you can't do the basic things like bathe, take a bath, clean your.
I'm doing good, Lynn. I'm doing good. I mean, as all things considered, I'm doing fine. I mean, yes, this week was a bit of a shitty week. I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit going on, and sometimes it can affect your daily life. But, anywho, I'm doing fine. I mean, I just got back from the Geek Room's Devil's Lettuce stream, and I couldn't bear hearing Jason sing badly. I mean, I never heard someone so damn tone deaf in my life that thinks that they have musical talent, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's get on to the
basic things. And what's really, really, really sad here is that all this drama you're creating just so you can monetize.
He's talking to himself.
And make some money and get some 15 minutes of fame. I mean, who do you think you are? You think you're just like that Catch Me Outside girl? Is that your
who do you think you are?
Oh, man. At least Danielle Bergoli tried to make something of herself by being a rapper. But then again, she's still shit. I mean, and it's not just, but it was Dr. Phil that put her on the map, by the way. And it was probably just the meme and not the character herself.
Is that what you're going to do next? Drop a rap album? I mean, I don't know.
I already did that several times.
You do you. You have your life. Enjoy your life. But what you've done today, what you've been doing, is I don't even know you anymore. So
I don't know. Yeah. It's insane. And don't be sorry, Lynn. I mean, shit happens. I mean, it's not like every day your favorite arts and crafts store gets caught on fire because of negligence or utter stupidity. I mean, there are other places where I can get my stuff for my costumes. Well, maybe not in my area, but there's always a silver lining, and I'm working on other stuff as well.
You moved out to live with Matt, and 2 months later they kicked you out. And
That's not true.
You cried.
He's lying.
And I let you move back in, and you moved back in, and
He's
I've done
lying.
nothing but I told you for months. Move out. Save your money. If you're making any kind of money doing this live,
You're the one that asked me to come back because I wasn't.
I asked you to stay. I said save your money. How many times have I said move out?
No, but you're the one that was against me moving with Matt. You're the one that wanted me to come back home.
I know I don't want you to come back.
No, when I live with Matt, don't lie about that. You called the cops because I moved with Matt. You're lying. You called the cops.
This is not a normal family dynamic, especially with someone who is a single father having to raise 2 daughters, especially 2 unruly daughters who basically think they're invincible. And this Maya, which is her real name, she is really, really toxic. And I don't... It comes there's a thin line. There is a difference between someone who's trolling and someone who is genuine, who's actually a real piece of work. And honestly, I think at this point it's gone beyond trolling for Maya or whatever Playmate Tessie or whatever she wants to call herself nowadays. I mean, this is complete, utter narcissism and sociopathy. I wouldn't be surprised if someone decides that she might be too dangerous to be in the public area. But it is what it is.
When I moved in with Matt, he called the fucking police on me and he tried to file me as a runaway multiple times.
Hey, Crash, how are you doing?
He's the one that wanted me to come back home because I wasn't happy with him.
You moved out. You're an adult. You didn't have to come back home. You came back home because you were asked to move out. Miss LeBay.
That's not true. I moved out because I wasn't happy with Matt and my dad wanted me to come home. He's making stuff up to make me look bad. No, he's making stuff up to make me look fucking bad.
Crash, who does this girl kind of remind you of? Someone we know? Someone we've covered on this channel before? That's right. This is basically what Shani was with her parents, except this girl's not as big as Shani is. In fact, but she's as dangerous and toxic as Shani.
I'm making nothing up.
I'll literally call Matt now and he'll literally clear this up.
Of making stuff up so you can have on this whatever platform you're on, IP2, Reddit, whatever other platforms you're trying to get your 15 minutes made. But I hope you enjoy this 15 minutes because once this 15 minutes is over, it's a cold, hard reality awaiting you.
Oh, you could save your breath because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Save your breath. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
I wish you the best. Goodbye. You're dead to me.
Oof.
Wait, I still need to get my things. Did you guys hear that? I know he is a loser.
Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, let's continue on with more of this crazy shit. And, goddamn. Let's hear what the dad has to say. I mean, the dad has had a lot. And by the way, Tessie's dad, if you're watching this, please, Tessie's dad, Maya's dad, if you're watching this, maybe you and I should have a little one-on-one on my channel. Maybe you give me the full story of what kind of person your daughter is, what Maya's personality was before she decided to go completely ballistic. I don't know if you would take time out of your busy schedule to talk to me, but
this really sucks that this has to be my first YouTube live video. So, this channel was really, the intent of this channel was always to be for the purpose of Formerly Me, which was my body transformation and weight loss journey for the past year plus, and that I'm still doing actually. And that's what the intent and purpose of this was always to be. But due to some family drama, my oldest daughter has, with her streaming internet life that she has for herself, she has decided to involve her rest of her family into that drama that she has imposed upon us all, and There's been a lot of things. I was not aware that she was live streaming while she's sleeping. Like, who does that? Like, who just puts on a camera and just films herself while they're sleeping? But again, I don't understand.
Well, someone who likes to think she's better than everyone, someone. Well, yeah, that's the ticker for me. Kicker for me is why would someone post their personal life on the internet? Oh wait, clout, attention, a lot of things that some of these people do, and it's very infuriating that this behavior is going on, especially with young adults and even some adults who are older. Yeah, I feel sorry for him too, but don't be, because he's as much to blame for his daughter's behavior as much as Tessie. I mean, I don't like to involve myself in family matters, especially with someone like him, especially with someone like Tessie, because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. I shouldn't feel sorry for either of them.
The current culture of what people will watch as entertainment or to pass the time. I see guys are connecting. Yes, I am getting a Corvette. I'm getting a Corvette C8 next week.
Good job.
I guess, the talk of most of the comments. And I've been on IP2. I've seen the post, and I've read a lot of the comments. So as they say in Reddit, the gold is always in the comments. So Maya West, since you want to,
Oh, so that's her real name, Maya West. I didn't know that. Like I said, the apple doesn't fall far too far from the tree.
dox me and put my home address out on the internet, blast me and my social media accounts and the things that I'm trying to do with my life in the world. I'm doing this live as kind of my response to that. Now, I'm not trying to seek retaliation. I'm not. I really am not trying. I'm not trying to be vindictive. But the point is that I raised you on my own for 13 years. 13 years as a single parent. Never been the best parent in the world. There's a lot of parents out there probably have been in similar situations to the one I'm in right now that can totally identify with what I'm having to deal with right now. I'm dealing with a whole bunch of crap right now. But I'm an adult and I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it and I'll move on. But Maya, you just started being an adult and you've never had to pay for really anything in your life. You've never had to be responsible for bills. But that all ended last night because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that, completely false, but just to get attention from the internet and increase your view count and likes and subscribers, whatever your aims were, you basically acted out the scenario where your life was in danger. You called 911. So this is completely self-imposed. You evicted yourself before I had a chance to. So congratulations, Maya, or Tessie, or however you pronounce that bullshit name. You played yourself. As DJ Khaled would say, you done played yourself. And more to the point, yes, I'm pissed. I'm angry.
DJ Khaled also said, another one, and another one, another one, and another one.
Who wouldn't be angry right now? Who would not be angry right now with having the lives put out on the internet, etc. Now, I've already put a lot of my life on the internet. For those of you who have been seeing my formerly me videos and making the memes and doing the screen captures and finding my public posts on social media, yeah, that's open game, because when I put something out there publicly, I'm accepting both the good and bad of that. And as an adult, I can make that conscious decision and consent to that. But what I never consented to was being part of her live stream and her recording while she's sleeping and capturing the altercation that happened between me and her younger sister, T. Yes, I was hot. Yes, I was pissed. I was level 99 pissed going off on my daughter. Every parent's had that moment when you've gone off and you just went super raw with your emotions. And so, yeah, I did. Now, I see the comments. Yes, I do have a temper. I admit
So do
that.
I.
And I'm actually got anger management classes scheduled. So for those of you that
Anyway, I've got a temper too. I mean, sometimes I can go off on people, especially when people who are trying to harm those who I consider friends, especially who are people who try to slander and lie that their livelihood is in danger. I mean, yes, especially when someone who thinks they're better than everyone else because they are quote unquote a child of God would go on and lie about others just so that people will feel sorry for that person. That's when I get mad. Oh, hey, Crash. I'm sorry to hear about. Sorry for you, man. It's good to see you again, Crash. I'm sorry for your internet. I mean,
have recommended anger management, it was already something being discussed and worked on. So that is happening. So, but what you're doing, Maya, is malicious. It's vindictive. It's negative. I just, for the past, I was up till 6:30 in the morning watching your bullshit live stream, watching other content where you're going after people because of either a disability, their ethnicity, or disease, or a thing like cancer. That is horrible. And the problem is I'm as your father, I didn't. This is not the person that I raised. I did not raise you to be evil or to do negative things like this to other people and cause other people grief and harm, because that's what you're doing. Now, it's one thing, do it to me and all your followers, your fanboys, your, I don't know what the labels are for these guys that are like, I don't know if they're simps or white knights trying to come to your rescue.
Enablers, simps, watchmen. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that, dude. I mean, sucks. Sucks that you're going through a winter storm, especially with what's hitting the east. I mean, I haven't been keeping up with current events anyway, because and I agree with you, Crash. These people must be family to Shanny. It's exactly like the same. Well, technically, no. I mean, family is that you guys have each other's back. What these people are doing, they're just feeding into her delusion. They just perpetuate her delusions. I call them watchmen because it's a play on terms for a group of very wonderful neighbors who would come to the defense of their master. Yeah, I'm okay, Rick. I'm okay, Crash. I'm still, I can hear myself. Because, well, I can hear myself. It's just, that's true.
You can rescue yourself. You're completely capable of rescuing yourself. But no, you got to be the damsel in distress. You got to play the victim. But at the time you're doing that, you're going after people and you're causing damage. And it's real damage. It's called real world damage because there's real consequences to the stuff that you put out on the internet. So for all that negative energy and all the bad that you put out on the internet, as your father, I'm gonna always love you. I'm always gonna say I don't want no ill to happen to you. I don't. I cross my heart. I don't want nothing bad to happen. If something bad happened to you, I.
You wouldn't forgive yourself.
See, that's the thing. For anyone that's a parent out there, I hope you understand what I'm doing right now because I'm so angry and so upset. Yet, when you love somebody, when you freaking love somebody, if anyone's out there ever really love someone with the core of your soul, and then they do something that really hurts you, betray you.
That's not me. That's his internet.
It is just, It's truly being stabbed both in the back and in the
Yeah, that's not me this time. That's his internet. He's getting notifications on his phone. I mean, on his computer.
heart. Because not only did she stab him in the back would have been one thing. That's what she did when she posted those streams.
And also, what I was doing, I was just taping stuff on a little Godzilla figure that I bought last week. And I'm just marking some stuff. It's basically an idea for a new Godzilla costume. A Godzilla costume that I'll be working on hopefully someday in the near future. That's what I was doing. In case you're wondering why I wasn't responding that much.
A couple days ago because I didn't know about it. But since then, now that she knows that I see her lives, and now that she knows that I know what her YouTube channel is, now I'm being stabbed in the chest. And that is a completely other feeling when you look at someone that you love and they're just stabbing you in the chest through the internet. That's what this is the best way I can visualize this for all you people out there. I don't want you to go. I don't want people to attack mine. I don't want people to do nothing negative to mine.
I don't. That's probably, you're right. That is true.
I don't want nothing bad to happen.
Then again, this is his first video, so I wouldn't fault him on that. But Jesus, if you're gonna do a video, please shut off the notifications. It's distracting. I know this is your first video, and it's probably gonna be the only video he posts. But then again, I'm not one to judge since I've had the similar problem in the past.
What I'm really doing this for, there's a couple reasons why I'm doing this. One is because I feel like I need to defend myself to some degree, address this. One.
Oh, I will. I definitely will. If this is something I want to do, I want everybody to know about it. But it's going to take some time, patience, and a little bit of elbow grease, which I would be glad to show you. Maybe do a stream on it. I've always wanted to try doing a costume stream.
The smart thing to do would be not to even address it at all and hope that it blows away and it goes away. But the problem is with the power of the internet, these things like this may never go away. I'm still getting emails. I'm still getting, there's things coming at me from all sorts of angles. And I'm like, my God, this is probably just getting started. But what I'm here to really do, the ultimate purpose of this whole life is just to ask you out there that are on this IP2 platform, Reddit or Twitch or whatever other streaming services that she's putting out this, drama, self-imposed drama bullshit that she's putting out there about her sister, now me. Come after me. Maya, you can come after me all day long. You could talk shit about me all day long. You can talk about my books. You could talk about my career. You could just come after me. I'm an adult. I could take it. But your sister is a minor.
That's true. I mean, I have two cousins who are basically teenagers. Well, one's a teenager. Both are daughters. And they're really cool kids. The nicest girls I've ever seen, but they're funny as hell. Especially the youngest.
Your sister has had to be front row and center to all your drama for the past 8, 9 plus years of 5, 6. So, folks, I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past 7, 8 years on her mental health and well-being. She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas. She has been to at least six doctors. She's been to 2 behavioral health institutions. She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. So as a parent,
I think this is beyond mental health. It could be spiritual. You might need to go to like a priest and maybe perform an exorcism. Maybe she's possessed or something by an extreme force of I think Maya is possessed by an extreme form of narcissism.
Yes, it's my job to make sure that any concerns for both her mental and health well-being gets addressed. So she has been to doctors. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possible side effect.
Of course, she would refuse medication because of course she would refuse medication that has a side effect that can cause you to gain weight, because if you're someone like Maya, you probably are the type of person who is so obsessed with her appearance that you would even sacrifice your mental health just to look like a skinny legend.
And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight.
Yeah, he did let her get away with too far trying to fix it. Now it's impossible. I agree. An exorcist, yes. I would, like I said, I was going to say they should perform an exorcism on this girl.
But he refused. He said, this is not safe for you. And she essentially walked out and refused this treatment. That was the very last doctor she ever went to. And I had to draw.
Maybe you should have continued with this, or maybe put her in a psych ward, dude. Honestly, I'm trying to be on your side, but honestly, you fail at being a father by deciding to, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just gonna watch this and maybe give my critique, but I'm not saying you're a failure of a father. I mean, you tried your best to try and raise this narcissistic brat, but honestly, you should have tried harder. I mean, extremely hard. Hell, you should have called the cops on her. Maybe, I don't know if that's okay, but send her to like a rehabilitation center, or send her to Turnabout Ranch. Send her to the ranch. Yeah, send her to Dr. Phil's ranch. I mean, if this was on Dr. Phil, I'm pretty sure Maya would have been sent to the ranch, because that's where all the bad kids go. I would have yelled, send her to the ranch. Yeah, she doesn't realize how lucky she has to have a father like this. And I agree. He spoiled her rotten. Yeah, that's another thing. I should know. I have a cousin who's like 10 years old, and she is spoiled rotten. She always wants to be the center of attention. And
almost an hour away.
But at least there are some times where she can be a nice person. It's just, she's basically maturing at this point. But when she was younger, she was such a spoiled brat, to the point where we're like, oh my God, why? I'm sorry to hear that, Crash. I'm sorry to hear that, Crash. I mean, honestly, it's saddening that parents nowadays are not getting their kids the help they need to be better citizens. But then again, with all these new overlooked policies on mental health, that's the thing with with the health department, or they're not taking mental health seriously anymore. I mean, it's sad that doctors are not taking mental health seriously as they should.
Way to get to that doctor, to take her to those appointments. But that's the kind of person there that wants to, when I hear people accusing me that I'm a pathetic father because I never got her medical treatment, I have records on top of records and bills on top of bills. I paid for $5,000 ambulance rides for her. I've done all of that. So as a parent, anybody out there that can associate with that, I've done above and beyond the call of duty as a parent to try to get her help. She also refused therapy. She was seeing two different counselors and therapists in Arkansas, and then here she was seeing two different counselors and therapists, and eventually none of it worked because therapy and counseling, you have to be invested in it too. You have to choose who you want to be and what information you're going to take in, and if the counselor is going to work for you or not. She never wanted it. She never did because she chose who she wanted to be, just like she's choosing who she wants to be right now. And who she is not the person that I raised. It's not the person that she was when she was young. She used to be a super sweet girl.
Again, who does this remind you of again? Crash. I mean, you saw my video on Shani's mother. You saw me do a stream on Shani's mother. Who does Maya remind you of again? I mean, you saw my video on Shani's mother. Okay, I repeat myself again, but exactly. This is the same thing I've seen again with Shani's mother. I mean,
I used to, when she'd have a birthday, I would blow up. I would blow up because I didn't have a helium tank at the time. I would literally blow up 100, 200 balloons and fill up a room with balloons. I'd fill up a room with balloons so she could just have those memories. There's been times where, as a single parent,
yeah. I mean, everybody has to have their own locale. I mean, Drag and the Geek Room, they have Shani, Rev, and everyone, and all the other people that they talk about on their channel. Let me have my locale.
For any single parents out there, that it's tough. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world. Single mothers, grandmothers.
I should know. I'm a child of a single mother. And it is hard. It is very hard. And yes, it sucks to have to depend on your parents. I mean, there are some things. Sorry. I lost my train of thought, but yes, I'm a child of a single parent. And we always take care of each other. It's a promise I made to my brother long ago that I would look after my mother. And I've been doing a hell of a good job at that. And we always look after each other no matter the cost. At least I show so much love and adoration for my family. I can't say the same about Maya, who takes everything for granted.
Aunts, uncles, people that have to raise a kid, it's freaking hard.
It is hard. It is hard to raise a child on your own. I mean, yes, it's very hard to have to look after rearing a child on your own, because in this day and age, it's impossible, especially with what's going on in the world nowadays. Most of these children, they don't get that much of a decent life as a child raised by two parents. There are negative effects in some cases.
I've traveled the world with my two girls. They've been to over 28 countries in this world. And I've given them everything I could to give them wonderful memories, to give them wonderful life experiences. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, which anybody can Google Woodlands, Texas. It normally makes the top 10 best places to live in America. I brought them here so they could have cultural diversity, so they could have access to great schools, because we were living in Arkansas. We were in North Little Rock and Cabot, Arkansas. We were in Cabot, Arkansas because
I'm pretty sure you made a lot of money. I'm pretty sure you made a lot of money, dude. And If you, and I'm serious here, if you really, dude, Maya's dad, wherever your name is, I mean, Maya's dad, if you want to talk, contact me at rgjaime91@gmail.com and we can have a discussion and maybe even schedule a little video call to discuss your daughter's behavior. And once I get like Streamlab Prime, once I can afford Streamlab Prime and start making merch, if you want to notify me, I can send you like a hoodie or a t-shirt. Once I inevitably start making merch, I would like to send you a t-shirt to keep yo ass warm.
She was being bullied. And so one of the main proponents of me taking them from Arkansas, moving down to the Woodlands, was to give them opportunities, access to better education, and to get them into a multicultural, diverse environment community so she wouldn't be bullied like she was in Arkansas.
I understand that part. I understand what it was like. I mean, that's probably why she's acting like this, is because she was bullied when she was a kid, and this is basically her mechanism but the irony is, a person who ends up being bullied at a young age would end up either growing and learning from it, but then again, there are some who don't know how to handle it, and there are some who don't know how to handle it, and it's a defense mechanism for those types of people who to end up becoming worse than the bully. And I know I've had that problem when I was a teenager, and honestly, it was really something I never thought would happen. I mean, I was mocked by other kids for my interests because I like comic books, I like superheroes, video games, and cartoons. When I was a teenager, I mean, and yeah, it could be fun and all, but sometimes
all of that I did for her as her father. And this is how all of that effort, all of that energy, all of those decisions I made in the best interest of my daughters is repaid to me, because she captured me going off on my youngest daughter because she wouldn't listen to me. Yes, I said a lot of things I'm not proud of. I said a lot of things about my ex-wife, which is Maya's mother, and I have to thoroughly apologize. If you ever watch this, Iman, I'm sorry. I should be a better person than that. I really should be. And I'm sorry. I should have been a better husband. And in hindsight, I guess you could say I should have been a better father. But it is what it is. This is where I'm at now.
I don't like using that phrase, it is what it is, because it's never what it is when it comes to dealing with a unruly child who cares about nobody but themselves. A stuck-up brat who demands everybody to follow her orders and acts like she's better than everyone else just because she thinks she's a princess. I've seen this before so many times. I've had this happen with some of the younger family members. And it's still going on, but not as bad as it was a long time ago.
I'm going to ask you, Maya, you can come after me all you want. You can do your lives to your heart's content. Do you? You can talk shit about me till the cows come home. Leave your sister out of this. For your followers, your fans, your white knights, your simps, or your, assistants, leave Tia alone. She's a minor. She's got the rest of her life ahead of her. She has done nothing Tia has done nothing but be the best possible sister she could to a person like Maya. That is the God honest truth.
Right now, he's trying to hold back tears because us doing this type of live stream can really eat at you emotionally, tug at you emotionally. And I feel for this dude, even though he's partially to blame for his daughter's behavior, especially now that she's an adult and acts like a petulant child.
If I implore anything out of anybody, just leave Tia out of this. This is my
He's holding back tears, in case you're wondering.
YouTube channel.
For the two viewers still watching, this guy's trying his best not to cry, and I feel bad for him, honestly. I mean, this is a man who's at the end of his rope, at his wit's end, and all because his mentally unstable, narcissistic, sociopathic daughter decided that, oh, I'm gonna lie about my dad and get people to defend me. And I'm gonna cost him his job. I get where this guy's coming from, and I really do. And the fact that you should have done better with Maya is detrimental to what is going on. I mean, honestly, I don't blame you, man. I mean, you've basically done the right thing coming out with this information, but still, again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and I still believe you should have done a whole lot better in raising your little girl. I mean, really, dude, you're just deciding this was the right time to do this? I mean, she's your daughter. She's your daughter, man. I mean, she is your daughter. I mean, but you still have to. I mean, yes, she's an adult, but she doesn't act like an adult. I mean, what's going to happen if she decides that lying about people and acting like a complete idiot isn't enough for her? She might end up doing something that she might regret. Like, I don't know. She'll probably start engaging in taking up a life of crime, maybe start robbing stores. This sounds like the setup of a Lifetime movie. And I saw that movie a few nights ago.
Y'all can comment. Y'all can, blast me away, me to hell and back. Y'all can email my company. You can email. Just come at me. Do what you want to do. Do it to me. But don't do it to my daughter. Tia does not deserve this kind of bullshit.
I feel like I want to hug this dude. This is a man who's broken, who is fighting back his emotions just because because he loves his youngest daughter. And I feel my heart breaks for this guy. My heart does break for him.
So I'm imploring to you guys out there, please, just if you see people going after Tia, jump on her ass for me. I mean, gang mentality and a positive effort.
Okay,
that's the best way to say it. There's so much negative gang mentality out there, and our country is so full of fucking negativity these days. But I would like to see some positive gang mentality where people go after the people that are tagging a minor. She just turned 17. She doesn't need this drama in her life. She doesn't.
Maybe you should rework, dude. Phrasing, dude. Don't say it like that, man.
Let me give you an example. Tia, we would be traveling and she would carry Maya's luggage to the airport because that's how lazy Maya is. I hate to even talk bad about Maya, but there's some truth bombs for you, Maya, and your followers.
You're right. I am nice. I try to be nice. I always try to be nice, especially towards people who are trying their best to hold back their emotions. I mean, I feel for this dude. I really do. I can't say the same about Maya, but he really does love his other daughter, Tia. He shows that he loves his daughter. And that is something that is very rare, especially with these types of kids. I try my best to want to help out someone who is suffering. I really want to do that's what I wanted to do with my channel is to help people. Maybe help them try to like get through this cuz I feel this way. I do feel these types of feelings about how yes, whenever shit hits the fan and whenever things go wrong, there's always going to be someone who can help you. And there are some moments in my life, even now, there are moments where I feel like I'm on the brink of tears, but I always have to remind myself that everything's going to be okay in the end.
Your sister often carried your luggage to airports. Your sister was always the one calming you down when we were going through some bad times. Your sister was always in your corner. And then you turn around and you want to go to her room and invade her privacy, put cat shit in her closet, put trash in her room. I mean, who does that to somebody? Your sister brought you Starbucks on a regular basis. Your sister was too good to you.
My sister, I always want to do. There are times where I feel like I want to do something nice for my sister. And I love my sister, even though she's older than me. I show her the love by sending her. I show her so much. I show my sister such love by sending her Baby Yoda memes on Facebook. That's how much I love my sister. Is by brightening her day whenever she's at work, whenever she's working at the bank, and whenever she needs something to cheer, when she needs something to brighten her day, I always send her some Baby Yoda memes. That's how much I love her. Because who doesn't love Baby Yoda memes? Also, my brother, I also like to send my brother some memes too.
If you want bottom line, your sister was simply too good to you. And then this is how you do that? I let you move back. Thanksgiving of 2019, you went to a police station to emancipate yourself, which is stupid. You should have did a Google search on what that means and what that requires. Police have nothing to do with that. But you know what? You know more about that than I do. But you went to a police station with Matt and his mom, Miss LeBay, that bitch. I'm not gonna pull a punch through. That woman was a bitch because she bought all your bullshit, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, you're such the victim. And then when she got on the phone with that officer, said, "I'm willing to take her home." I thought she meant she was gonna take you to my home. And when she said, "No, I'll take her to my home or a female shelter," I was like, "What?" Because she honestly believed I was abusing the shit out of you, and I was like, "Really?" And then when I finally saw your face of how you put on such a show for the police officer, such a show for Miss LeBay and Matt's all there being the white knight hugging you like he's some kind of dude. He's a freaking weasel of a man. He's not even a man.
So Matt was basically like Maya's Rev. I don't think they're together now. I don't think Maya and Matt are together, but she basically manipulated him into believing that he was abusing her, that her dad was abusing her. So, yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking at this scene going, really? This is what I'm coming to after Thanksgiving. I'm seeing that he's like, I don't want to live with you. It's like, but then if she's going to take you, you know what? You go live there. And I looked at you and I remember what I said. I said, go live your life. And it wasn't even 2 months that your mother was messaging me on behalf of Miss LeBay saying, it's not working out. They want Maya to find another place. I'm like, well, where's she going to go? She has no income. She has no job. Long story short, you turned 18 in April of last year, and it was like 4 months. Well, April, 4 months, 4 or 5 months of being out the house, and you essentially got kicked out. And I said, you could come live with me. And I told you, as an adult, I only had 2 simple rules for you. The 2 simple rules was keep your room clean and don't do drugs and illegal activities in my house. That was the basic 2 simple rules.
And guess what? She did the exact opposite. She broke. I'm gonna guess that Maya broke both rules. You know what I mean? So, you do know that I'm old enough to be your dad too. Even though I don't sound like it. I could still
rules I gave you, and you couldn't follow.
Criticize you.
You just couldn't. And time again, I had to deal with you disrespecting me. I had to deal with all this stuff, and then we moved because I sold my house.
You could have sent her to military school. That's for sure. You could have sent her to military school.
You just couldn't. And time again, I had to deal with you disrespecting me. I had to deal with all this stuff. And then we moved because I sold my house and we moved. We moved right after Christmas. And look at this now. Now we've come down to this because I don't know how long you've been doing the streaming shit. But now here we are. We're at this point now. This is my life now. This is my life now, dealing with the fallout of your self-imposed drama.
I feel sorry for you, man. I really do.
I appreciate a lot of the positive comments from a lot of you guys. I read a lot of the comments. I went through, IP2, went through your site, saw the posts. I do not appreciate the posts of nudity of my daughter because she's still my daughter.
Yeah, this, from what I heard, yes. Maya, or Playmate Tessie, as she likes to think of herself as, she has an OnlyFans account where she posts nude photos of herself. Like I said, it's sad to see a 12-year-old, well, she's 19 years old, she's an adult, but taking naked pictures while she was living with her dad and posting them up online kind of makes you reconsider every time you go to find a babysitter.
Whatever she chooses to do with her body and her OnlyFans or whatever sites that allow that content is her decision, her choice. I may not like it, but I don't need to be shown it. So I'll.
Yep. You heard him, Lynn. You heard him. Maya's been posting naked pictures of herself on her OnlyFans. So, yeah. That's just wrong.
Also ask that, have a little bit of respect there. I know the internet gives everybody that level of anonymity. No one's going to, I'm anonymous. No one's ever going to find me. But, it sucks when they do find you. It does suck when they do find you. So I just ask for just a little bit of respect there. Everything else, open game. Y'all want to talk about how fat I am? You want to talk about how old I look, how ugly I look? You know, I'm doing something about it. I go to the gym every day. I mean, the Krav Maga video, I don't even weigh that much anymore. I mean, I'm freaking, I lift weights, I work out.
God damn, you small motherfucker. Look at them 60-inch pythons.
You know,
Look at those 60-inch pythons, folks.
trying to make myself a better person.
I try to make myself a better person too. I hear you. I hear you, man. It ain't easy. I've been trying to lose weight too. I've been walking constantly. I got a Fitbit on.
I'm enrolled in, I'm going to be seeing the therapist soon for anger management because that will benefit me as a person. Has nothing to do with Maya. Has something more, everything to do with me. I do some other things I want to address. Yeah, Maya did go to a detention center. She didn't go to jail. I mean, she was arrested at school. She did something stupid. She live streamed taking Xanax that she bought from somebody at school, and as an idiot, live streamed it so that everybody at the school knew that she took Xanax. And then she live streamed that she was taking more and had it with her on her persons at school. And real life consequences. People turn you in. People snitch because that's what people do. And you got caught with it and arrested. In fact, you were stumbling around the hallways under the influence of the Xanax. You just stumbling around like a fool, and got arrested. You was sent to a detention center. In fact, you were sent to the detention center twice. And who was there to pay your detention center fees? Who was there to sign you out of it and pick you up out of it? Who was there to take you to juvie when you would miss your bus because you couldn't wake up on time, you couldn't get ready in an adequate amount of time? Who was there to drive you to school?
I feel sorry for this dude. I really do. I mean, honestly, I am convinced that I ain't never gonna have any kids. If I do, I'm probably gonna adopt one. Possibly rescue one from bounty hunters. From rogue bounty hunters.
But no, none of that matters to you. Because all that matters to you is
attention.
Whatever this Insta fame that you think you're achieving. But you know what? The funny thing about Insta fame, the old saying is get your 15 minutes of fame, and it's called 15 minutes of fame for a reason. Because there's going to be somebody else that's more interesting, more talented, and more intriguing than you are that will come along. There was once a website called MySpace. A lot of people don't even know what the hell that is. And
unfortunately, I did. And I've never had a MySpace account, thank God.
And now Facebook's probably going to go the way of dinosaur because there's other platforms that are more popular,
like TikTok,
trendy than what those are. So everything has its time and place, just like your 15 minutes of fame. So I hope you really enjoy all this attention you're getting right now, and all the view counts and streams and video clicks.
Twitter,
hope you really
Instagram.
Enjoy it, because when this all runs out, when the white knights and simps and your fanboys turn their backs or they migrate over to the next person, that's the new king of content, queen of content, whatever the labels are here, then it's going to be a cold, cold reality that you don't have your father in your corner anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, dude. I agree. I have these predictions that you could say it's basically based on people's actions, but my prediction is she's either gonna end up on the street in a group home, going on welfare, Social Security, or flipping burgers at McDonald's for the rest of her life. You know what? Scratch that. I see Maya getting fired from McDonald's because of how much of a shitty person she is. I'm pretty gonna be sure. I don't know if I'm gonna say she's gonna be living on the streets or being placed in a psych ward, but I'm leaning on the psych ward because I don't want this bitch to be living on the streets, making everyone's life a living hell.
I'll always love you, but you don't. I don't want you in my life anymore because of what you've done. It's going to take a lot of time for this.
Yeah, TikTok has had its moments, but I just use it just to look at other people's videos, other people's edits. I do some edits on mine, but I'm trying to use it to showcase my new costumes that I'll be working on. I would use my TikTok just to showcase some costumes with a few of my favorite songs. That's why I'm doing this Godzilla costume that I want to work on. It's because I want to showcase it on TikTok.
These wounds that you've inflicted to heal. It's going to take a lot of time. So you.
Yeah, TikTok's not for everyone, but I mean, yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit going on TikTok. But I don't go into that much. I just like looking at some videos that I find intriguing, and then I just like them or put them on favorites.
You watching this, Maya? If you're watching this, I'm gonna talk to you right now. And for people that understand, the parents that understand what I'm about to say, this is as real as it gets. Don't you ever come home. Don't you ever come home after what you've done. You go ahead, you're an adult now. Go live your life. Go make your money. Do the things you do that make you happy. You get one life. I call it the choose your own adventure that you get to make every day with your choices.
Yeah. You stop. Yeah, I do cosplay. I mean, I've had a few videos on TikTok where I was dressing up as Batman while lip syncing to Disturbed. But I didn't like how I looked, especially with the cowl. Which is why I'm trying to go a different approach and jumpstarting other costumes so that whenever I do another costume video, I want it to be genuine. I want it to look kick-ass. I didn't want it to look generic. That's why I always like to buy shit on Etsy. So it'll look cool whenever I do the costumes.
I hope you make better choices. I hope you have positive, great things happen in your life. I hope you make all the money you could ever want to make in your life. I hope you have all the things you want in your life. But don't ever reach out to me. Don't ever say how you doing. You don't need to know. I'll be fine. I've always been fine. I was a foster kid. I grew up in Central Louisiana in foster care. I lived in a double wide trailer. Central Louisiana. A place called Cottonwood, Louisiana, for those that want to Google that. Cottonwood, Louisiana, which is like 20-something miles outside of Leesville, Louisiana. And if anybody knows anything about Leesville, Louisiana, it's right next to an Army base called Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Damn. Nice.
That's where I grew up in a double-wide trailer. I grew up with chickens. I grew up in a small community with a Pentecostal church. I survived 7 raptures, and I survived 1 quarantine of COVID. I can survive this, Maya. So
7 raptures.
I hope that you can survive when all of this fame and Insta fame goes away. I hope that you have the tools and ability and the money from all of this. I hope you save your money well. Stack those dollar bills out because they say save up for a rainy day because one day it's going to come raining, and I hope you're all right because I'm still your dad, but I don't have to do anything for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I predict that this girl is either going to start going on welfare, Social Security, or she's going to start working at McDonald's. No, scratch that. I think she'll end up getting fired from McDonald's for being a complete piece of shit. Then again, she's not capable of even holding a job for even one day. I mean, the girl's mentally unstable. These types of people, there are some people who cannot be helped. I mean, I don't want to give up on this chick, but I feel like you should. When they don't want to be helped, you should just cut the cord, pull the plug, and because you don't want that toxic influence in your life.
I see a lot of hearts on here, guys. Thank you.
You're a good kid. You're a good dude, man.
Anything else I need to clarify for anybody?
No, not really. I mean,
I feeling when you look at someone that you love and they're just stabbing you in the chest through the internet. That's what this is. The best way I can visualize this for all you people out there. I don't want you to go. I don't want people to attack Maya. I don't want people to do nothing negative to Maya. I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. What I'm really doing this for, there's a couple of reasons why I'm doing this. One is because I feel like I need to defend myself to some degree, address this. One, the smart thing to do would be not to even address it at all and hope that it blows away and it goes away. But the problem is with the power of the internet, these things like this may never go away. I'm still getting emails. I'm still getting, there's things coming at me from all sorts of angles. And I'm like, my God, this is probably just getting started. But what I'm here to really do, the ultimate purpose of this whole live is just to ask you out there that are on this IP2 platform, Reddit or Twitch or whatever other streaming services that she's putting out this, drama, self-imposed drama bullshit that she's putting out there about her sister, now me. Come after me, Maya. You can come after me all day long. You could talk shit about me all day long. You can talk about my books. You could talk about my career. You could just come after me. I'm an adult. I could take it. But your sister is a minor. Your sister has had to be front row and center to all your drama for the past 8, 9 plus years of 5, 6. So, folks, I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past 7, 8 years on her mental health and well-being. She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas. She has been to at least six doctors. She's been to 2 behavioral health institutions. She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. So as a parent, yes, it's my job to make sure that any concerns for both her mental and health well-being gets addressed. So she has been to doctors. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possible side effect. And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight.
Uppers? Oh, wait, Iris.
Who does that to somebody? Your sister brought me to clarify for anybody? It really is. I don't want to talk about my ex-wife. She deserves better than what she's getting from the internet right now. So I could ask that, respect her privacy, but you know what? Internet's the internet. So what can you do? But, please, for Tia's sake.
21's out back.
So
Wider, those are all things.
So,
I just give it because I might have.
When did it all go wrong?
Well,
in my opinion, it all went wrong when me and her mom were having problems in our marriage. When her mom moved out, there was a lot of drama and strife in our family life. I think that really caused a lot of issues for Maya. She immediately started having behavioral issues, which that's when the doctor visits and a lot of different diagnoses came. Every time she'd go to a different doctor, we'd have a different diagnosis. So she one time threatened to jump out of a 4-story apartment window in Germany, in downtown Wiesbaden. And
Jesus
that caused
Christ.
a lot of attention to be given. And she's been on several different medications in her life. I don't want to list them all, but she's been to multiple doctors. And it just, as a parent, you look to a medical professional to basically give you your answers. Tell me what I got to do to help my daughter. And the first diagnosis, I'm not going to list her diagnosis. So the first, again, I actually have a little bit of respect for your privacy.
This is Maya's dad. Playmate Tessie's dad. When I inevitably make merch after I start paying for Streamlabs Prime and I inevitably make merch, I'm gonna send you a t-shirt of my mascot of the Kaiju Club mascot. I can send you a t-shirt or a coffee mug. Better yet, I can send you a coffee mug of some of my drawings that I'll be putting on.
So I'm gonna keep that real. But with each diagnosis, we'd be like, okay, what's the therapy? What's the treatment plan? But then nothing was working. We eventually see another doctor, get a different diagnosis, try a different medication. And it's just like there's no silver bullet when it comes to behavioral health or mental health issues. There's no silver bullet. I wish there was. And we tried multiple doctors, multiple medications, multiple treatment plans, counseling, therapy, and
This might not be none of my best, but have you ever tried shock therapy? I know that's unorthodox. Have you tried lobotomies? I don't know. Those methods are unorthodox, but not like those types of electroconvulsive therapies, but it's kind of like a portable variation of shock treatment instead of having yourself hooked up to like wires and cables, and it's just like a little device with sensors that you soak in water.
you know, didn't work.
Exactly, Lynn. That does sound like Shani with the suicidal ideations. That really does sound like Shani. Threatening to jump out of a window? Yeah. Then again, Shani probably will cause like a cataclysmic event if she ever tries jumping out of a window. I know that joke is out of taste, but it's funny as hell. And yes, I've had that type of mindset too, Lynn. I've had that mindset too. I mean, one time I was hospitalized because I told like a crisis counselor I was going to jump out of a window. And EMTs had to bring me to the hospital for like observations because they thought I was going to commit suicide. Twice I was brought to a hospital for suicidal ideations. It's not fun. It really ain't fun. And I'm glad I'm getting the help I need. I am so glad.
What do you think of? I don't know who EBZ's vet is. My vet is 2021, all black, red leather interior, LT2 package.
Nice.
I did do the front lift suspension. For those of you out there that don't like to curb your bottom out your car.
I was going, yeah, I've had some rage moments, but I feel for this
Corvette
dude.
update. Corvette is scheduled to arrive end of next or this coming week. Her mom was indeed hot. She is still hot.
Nice.
There's so many comments. Hold on a second.
Maybe we get Maya's dad to set up a date with Maya's dad and Mrs. Parker. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Parker won't mind if we set Maya's dad up with a date with her. Maybe once this whole COVID thing ends, we can get them to go on a cruise together. Yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do. Maybe like set Maya's dad up on a date with Mrs. Parker. Once this whole COVID thing ends.
Second. I appreciate the positive comments. And as far as people talking about having a father like me, I'm not a great father. I'm gonna be as raw and real. I mean, I just did what I thought was the best. It's not always the best. There's a lot of books on parenting, but until you're a parent yourself and going through it yourself, it's tough. It's one of the toughest things out there. And when you have to do it on your own, man, there's a lot of times where you're just crying at night, figuring out what am I doing wrong. There's a lot.
From what I hear, he is an author. He keeps talking about his books, so it could be like an author or a writer.
Times where you're just having to like lock yourself in the bathroom, cut the shower on. I mean, I don't know how many parents out there can identify with that one, because you can't let your girl see you cry. Especially as a father, you're not supposed to let your girl see you cry, right?
I feel you do.
We're not supposed to be emotional, but we are.
It's human nature to be emotional. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had times where I felt emotional. I was really emotional when I was younger. Extremely emotional. There are times where I try to suppress it, but then there are times where it just comes out naturally.
Human beings. Any human being, we have emotions. This is this is going to be definitely a memory that sucks for me. I pride myself in trying to have the best memories, but this is definitely going to be one that sucks for me for a long time. What about Tia's okay? Thank you for asking. Again, I ask again, just please, if you see people attacking Tia, just say, hey, chill out. She's a minor. Leave the girl alone. She didn't deserve any of this. Maya's an adult. I'm an adult. So we're open season. The fact that I'm even doing this live stream, I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting the target on my chest, on my head, on my back. It was already there because of Maya's live streams, but I'm now doing it. I'm basically openly consenting to saying, Internet, do your worst. I'm not challenging you, Internet. I'm not challenging you. I'm just simply saying, just leave Tia alone.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Leave
what
Tia alone.
book update are y'all asking about? Are you asking about my books? If you go on Amazon, I have over 50 publications, various nonfiction and fiction works. Maya wants to say that I paid for all my books. Yes, I buy several hundred copies a year because I donate books to schools. I mail books to fans. I did a charity calendar recently where I raised $540 for 3 charities.
I might have to take a look at your books if that's all right. Like I said, maybe I could, if Maya's dad, if you see the stream, or if you see the recording of the stream, hit me up at rgjaime91 @gmail.com, or hit me up on Twitter. at RG Heiming 91. Maybe we can have a little discussion about what you do, what your hobbies are, and what your interests are. Maybe talk about how you try to raise the girls. I mean, don't get me. I have two. Like I said, I had cousins. I have like a pair of two cousins, both girls. I mean, but the cousins on my uncle's side, especially the youngest, is basically, she's a kid, but still thinks she's a princess and always likes to be the center of attention. Even though she can still be cute as a button, but sometimes that's the problem.
I do what I can because some people like to use the internet for a little positivity.
I do
Make
too.
it just a little bit better place than than what they see every day. We see people rioting everywhere. We see Discord. We see our lives kind of being put on hold because of COVID. And so so what if I'm trying to do something to just shine a little bit of a light somewhere? I mean,
I'm trying to do some positivity here with these live streams, trying to help out a lot of people. Maybe understand and observe, and maybe roast a few bad apples. That's what I do on my channels, to roast a few bad apples. I don't do this for clout. I don't do this for attention. I do this because it's what people need. People need to see and know that there are still good people here on this platform. I want to devote my platform to helping others and making people feel better. Understanding and knowing are key.
I mean, isn't that the better aim something than to be destroying people or criticizing people and just attacking people?
Exactly.
And hurting people. Isn't that something to try to do with a lifetime? With my energy and time, isn't that something that is worth something?
I believe you, dude.
Oh, acting. I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor. Now, I can public speak. Someone on a comment said I had a book on public speaking. I do have a book on public speaking. I've spoken at conferences, events around the world. But as far as acting, it didn't get any better than that 911 call that Maya made. That, if you want to talk about almost Oscar-worthy acting, then you can see.
I've seen better acting from Homeboys from Outer Space. I don't know why I keep saying that. I just got that from somewhere, but it's fun. But it's basically how I would say I've seen better acting from mediocre media.
Maya and Tessie.
I've seen better acting from Oblivion NPC dialogue.
In that video, that was some pretty good acting. Let's see. I give up on my. Again, if you've been through everything I've been through in the past few years, like I said, there's a lot of reasons why I'm at where I'm at.
Yeah, I understand.
So it's not just this one instance that all of a sudden broke the camel's back. There's been a lot of stuff piling up over the years.
I could see why you're upset. I mean, honestly, understand.
Zobane, you're asking to have permission to marry your daughter. If you're talking about Maya, can do whatever she wants. Maya can Oh, that's stupid. I will not do more. I don't intend to do more live streams. I never intended to do this live stream.
But if you want to talk, I'm your
going
guy.
to Manatee, which is ATT, is hopefully going on to college, and to which I'll be supporting her going through college. I know reading chat is not content, but I don't really have nothing else to say, so I'm about to wrap this up. Yeah, she's definitely misled by a community of people that don't have her best interests at heart, and probably, provoking or, egging her on to keep being this version of her that she's choosing to be. But
Sounds like Shanny.
I'm gonna just wrap this up because I said everything I felt I needed to say. So once again, I'm just gonna implore you out there on the internet, please just respect Tia's privacy, respect her privacy. And Maya, enjoy your life. Enjoy the life that you've created for yourself and the situation you've created. And I'll close out by wishing you well. And
I'll be laughing my head off when she's burning in hell. Just kidding.
I wish you the best, and I love you.
I wish you well, because I'll be laughing. Maya, I'll be wishing you well, because I'll be laughing my head off when you're burning in hell. Anyway, I still got enough to talk about this piece of human garbage. Used to be a good person. Let me hear what she has.
Oh my god, look at that poor fucking faggot running. Oh my god, runs like a fucking poor bitch.
Okay, this is someone who... Now, this is from some other video.
That poor fucking faggot running. Oh my god, runs like a fucking poor bitch.
Now, I really wasn't going to make another video on this situation, especially as the person I'm making the video on is just looking for attention. However, her dad commented on my last video, and I thought I should update you guys and maybe...
Formerly me. Yo, formerly me. If you want to get in contact with me, I'm always here to talk, have a conversation. I'm always good. I'm always gonna be here to listen, maybe give my own insight, maybe add some new members to the squad.
give some insight as to why she might be acting like this or what she's done to get herself help. Speaking of help, her dad has also linked 2 charities, which I'm also doing in the description.
This video is from this YouTuber named Mashy Mob, who's doing a video on her. I don't usually... Then again, I did the video covering Cecil McFly's video on Shandy for Christ, which is understandable because I love that stream. I love that video. It's funny as hell.
And maybe donate if you can.
Yes.
So like I said from the last video, I don't condone doxing at all. Unfortunately, the internet doesn't take it that way, and they found out her dad's job.
I need you at my house. I'm gonna be home in an hour. You better not be there.
I'm trying to delete. I can't delete it.
I don't know. You should have never.
That kind of sounds like...
I was sleeping. I was sleeping. I didn't know you were screaming.
Apparently, her dad was shouting at her younger sister, and he was shouting out a load of personal stuff.
Go to a hotel. I don't give a fuck. You get out.
I can't. I have no Wi-Fi. I can't book.
You get out.
Guys, call the cops to South Willow Point Circle.
After that phone call, she immediately calls the cops.
My dad wants me to leave right now. I don't have a chance to move. I have no internet. He is saying that if I don't leave, that I will be like he is threatening to hurt me, and he's coming back in an hour, and I have to leave immediately or he will harm me. And I'm being told that if I don't leave, that I will be in danger, that my life is being threatened. I'm like seriously in fear for my life.
Here is her dad's response to her on his live stream.
Because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that, completely false, but just to get attention from the internet and increase your view count and likes and subscribers, whatever your aims were, you basically acted out a scenario where your life was in danger. You called 911. So this is completely self-imposed.
Right, and it's like
I'm surprised she didn't get arrested. I mean, she's the type of person who should have gotten arrested. I feel like playing some little bit of lo-fi music. Now,
and I'm fully capable of moving. Like I work all the time. So I do the internet.
I think she did. She did move out. She's living in a motel, I think. But it is what it is. I can't fault her for this crazy shit because honestly, what point of this is anything that we have covered? It's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's.
Even after all this, I have to commend it for self-advertising to the dispatch. And yes, I also do the internet, so if you could subscribe, that would be very helpful.
Like I do YouTube and like stuff like that, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. I'm financially fine. And my dad's like threatened to kill me multiple times. I don't want to end up on the news, and I don't want to lose my life. My dad is seriously mentally ill. He's serious.
I know that's kind of crazy. I want to believe she did move out. I want to believe she's probably living in in motels that he paid for. I mean, hotels that her father paid for.
Seriously mentally ill.
Now, I've seen the comments. Yes, I do have a temper. I admit that. And I'm actually got anger management classes scheduled. So for those of you that have recommended anger management, it was already something being discussed and worked on.
Does he have any weapons within the
Yes, he has multiple weapons. I don't know how he even got access to the weapons he's got. He has serious mental disorders. He has multiple guns. He has swords. They're everywhere.
Swords?
He
What?
has guns in a case. I really think he's gonna kill me.
I raised you on my own for 13 years. 13 years as a single parent. I've never been the best parent in the world. There's a lot of parents out there probably have been in similar situations to the one I'm in right now that can totally identify with what I'm having to deal with right now.
This was the phone call after she got into the hotel.
Do you want me to take you off?
You can leave me on because I have some things to say, and they should hear it too. You are a narcissistic drama queen, okay? You are. All of this is you're doing because you can't do the basic things like bathe, take a bath, and what's really...
Yeah, I don't know. He probably is, Lynn. He probably is paying for every room, paying for the room that she's staying in, but
really sad here is that all this drama you're creating just so you can monetize
He's talking
this
to
and make
himself.
some money and get some 15 minutes of fame. I mean, who do you think you are? You think you're just like that Catch Me Outside girl? Is that your
yeah, I showed that video earlier. You think you that Catch Me Outside girl? Well, yeah. And yeah, she's basically a bad influence on these types of young girls. Thinking that they could act all ratchet and crazy and all that shit just for attention. I really don't understand why people look up
Who do
to.
you think you are?
What am I, the space pope? Who do I think I am? I'm the space. I'm not the space pope, but I'm the king of the monsters. That's why I like to call myself.
Is that what you're gonna do next? Drop a rap album? I mean, I don't know. You live.
I already did that several times.
All right.
You do you. You have your life. Enjoy your life. But what you've done today, what you've been doing.
I've heard a little bit of her rap, and oh my god, it's the cringiest type of thing you ever heard. It's like hearing a recording of a cat being thrown against the wall. I don't really want to listen to it again because I know she's probably gonna report me for using her copyright material, which why would anyone want to copyright their shit, their own music, their own shitty music? I mean, I've seen people like that. They think that they're entitled to the terms of service. They think they actually own the terms of service. And it's become really stupid and sad that there are people who think that they don't want to be held accountable for.
Is I don't even know you anymore. Reddit, whatever other platforms you're trying to get your 15 minutes fame. But I hope you enjoy this 15 minutes because once this 15 minutes is over, it's a cold, hard reality awaiting.
Oh, you could save your breath because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Save your breath. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
I wish you the best. Goodbye. You're dead to me.
Wait, I still need to get my thing.
What you're doing, Maya, is malicious. It's vindictive. It's negative. I just, for the past, I was up till 6:30 in the morning watching your bullshit live.
Just to let you know, I'm playing a little bit of lo-fi just to like lighten the mood. But there's nothing to enlighten even in this situation. I've heard the dad's point, and I understand where he's coming from, but again, you could have done better. I mean, you should have done better.
Stream, watching other content where you're going after people because of either a disability, their ethnicity, or disease, or a thing like cancer. That is horrible. And the problem is I'm as your father, this is not the person that I raised. I did not raise you to be evil or to do negative things like this to other people. It cause other people grief and harm.
And for the people who say that it's not her fault because she might be mentally ill.
I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past 7-8 years on her mental health and well-being. She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas. She has been to at least six doctors. She's been to 2 behavioral health institutions. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possible side effect. And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight. But he refused. He said, this is not safe for you. And she essentially walked out and refused this treatment. That was the very last doctor she ever went to.
So while I do respect Jim for raising his children as a single parent,
Jim!
She used to be a super sweet girl. I used to, when she'd have a birthday.
Jim! Yo, Jim. Again. Yes, I kind of gave you shit for saying you should have done better, but honestly, I'm gonna start to believe that Maya, your daughter, is beyond help. I mean, when it comes to people who are sociopathic, it's obvious that when it comes to sociopathy, sociopathic tendencies, and it all boils down to narcissism. I mean, there are people I've covered on my channel who are as bad as your daughter. I mean, there's a morbidly obese woman from Colorado who basically is the embodiment of sociopathy. There's a mentally disabled man in Virginia who basically thinks he's a goddess from an alternate dementia. Well, I mean, alternate dimension. So, I get where you're getting at, dude. I get what you're getting at. I really do. I understand how it's hard to raise a daughter who is basically unruly, wayward, and downright insane. But even then, I don't know if it's all right for you to say, I give up, but you really shouldn't really give up on your kids. Then again, with someone like Maya, she's beyond help. I think it's best you just let her figure things out on her own. Or try to, like, get her to go to a mental institute group home. Because I highly doubt you're paying for... You should be paying for her motel rooms. What am I doing? I'm just... I'm just taping ahead.
I would blow up, because I didn't have a helium tank at the time. I would literally blow up 100, 200 balloons, and fill up a room with balloons. I'd fill up a room with balloons so she could just have those memories.
I do believe he may have spoiled her.
I cheated my way to like, I could have totally just like studied. I could have totally just like studied and like just made it to Yale naturally just by like studying, but like that's just fucking lame, like as F.
But I guess this might be a learning curve for Tessie, and maybe she'll change. At the moment though, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah. It's obvious she's not going to change. And if she is changing, she's probably only going to change just for the worst. Meaning, she's only going to get worse. If she is going to change, it's probably going to be just for the worst.
All of this is mine. I fucking own it. And it feels amazing to, you know, just every day wake up and just look at the fucking poor people. People were, oh my god, look at these fucking loser faggots walking, fucking poor. I'm just kind of like looking down on my fellow poor people.
So
Oh my
I'm sure
God.
most of you will continue trolling her. I ask that you leave her little sister out of it, as her dad says.
Leave Tia alone. She's a minor. She's got the rest of her life ahead of her.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you do your own research and make up your own minds on this subject, and not just take my opinion and my views on the subject. I'll link her dad's original stream on it, and yeah, see ya.
Anyway. By the way, how are you liking the lo-fi music? Is it relaxing? I mean, it's not something I intentionally wanted to do, but honestly, it's better than having to listen in silence just so that. And now the coup de grace, the grandiose route I mean, you people need to understand how this is where it all starts. This is the stream that started the whole insanity, the whole drama. Is this infamous stream where she mocked a cancer patient or someone who she claims is a troll. And it's not copyrighted music. I hope it's royalty free. I hope it's royalty free, but I mean, I've seen Black Eyed TV, I've seen Dragnut use lo-fi music. I mean, I'm not trying to emulate them. I just like to use it. I just want to use it just because I want something playing in the background so that you don't have to be listening in silence. You know, just
take off your wig, you big bitch. Take off your wig.
I don't need.
It is a wig. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Leukemia? Do you have cancer? Oh my god, do you have cancer? You are such a loser. You're wearing a wig because you're bald.
Jesus Christ. Now you understand.
How pathetic can you be? You're fat, you're ugly, you look deformed, you're poor, and you have cancer, no hair, and your wig's crooked, by the way. Fix that. Take off your wig. Don't be a pussy. Take off your wig, leukemia. You have fucking cancer. You're such a loser. Oh my god, I can't. So, what's it like having fucking cancer and having to wear wigs?
Well, it's great because people give me money.
People pay you to be fucking ugly and bald?
No, people pay me because I'm dying.
You're such a fucking loser. Basically, you're getting a welfare for special needs.
And this was on Mogul, by the way. This is where it gets me. This is the video that I've been looking for. Well, you're gonna want to hold off on that relaxing shit because honestly, this is where my rage comes in. Honestly, I know this video has been going around talking about how this woman, this young girl, is basically the epitome of evil. But I'm gonna come in with an utmost sense of savagery. And look at that! Look at the fucking pink Lamborghini. Why? For $400,000 goal for a pink Lamborghini. Maybe I should start doing donation goals, but I'm gonna save that until I get Twitch Prime. I mean, Streamlabs Prime. Then I'll start getting the donation goals.
So people give you money to like go away because they don't want to deal with you. Like they pay you to like go away, basically.
People give me money to be plastic and to go off on people and to make fun of people. Is that what it is?
No, I'm not
Yeah.
putting this in my video.
Yeah.
I'd get canceled, bitch. I'm never.
Well, karma's a bitch. Am I right, kids? Am I right? When all said and done.
My supporters will not like. You're never gonna expose me. My supporters will never know that I call fat, ugly bitches losers like you.
Who even are you? Since
I'll
you're such
literally
a big
take all of your
celebrity.
cancer money and like I'll sue you for all your wigs and cancer money.
Since
Oh my
you're
god,
such a
I'll
big
literally take all.
celebrity.
I'll literally
ahead,
sue you
what's
for
your
all
name?
your chemotherapy.
What's your name? Since you're such a big celebrity.
I know what you're doing and you're trying to incriminate me because I know you know exactly who I am. I'm not stupid. Like,
I have no idea who you are.
yeah, right. Yeah, I'm like.
Like who? Did you forget? Did the plastic in your face make you forget?
You know
your name?
exactly who I am. I'm not f***ing stupid. I know you've been filming the whole
Seem
time
like it.
because you think you're gonna cancel me and get clout off of me. Never and you're trying to get me.
The delusion of this bitch. Honestly, what kind of person thinks like this, aside from Shani and Rev, to think that they are above consequences? This kid, stuck-up bitch. A stuck-up bitch, acts like a spoiled brat, cares about nobody but herself, demands everybody to follow her orders, and acts like she's better than everybody else because she's a quote-unquote celebrity. Again, who does this remind you of? Yes, I've been making comparisons to this girl and Shani all night. And honestly, the characteristic traits of someone who might have a narcissistic personality disorder, it just keeps adding up and adding up.
I need to confess, incriminate myself. Yeah, nice try. Nice try. I'll literally take all your cancer money. I'm gonna take your Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm going to sue you for all your wigs and chemo. Try me, batch. Try me. Oh my god, as F. And if you think I'm not serious, find out. I've done this plenty of times. So find out that I mean my shit. Try to cancel me. I've never been canceled, and you're not gonna be the one to cancel me, and I never will be canceled. Try canceling me, and I will literally take your Make-A-Wish and all your cancer money. I'll sue everything. I'll sue you for all of your cancer, and sue you for everything you have and don't have. I've done this so many times.
Really?
It's the lip fillers, isn't it?
If you, like, listen, I get it that you're jealous. Like, I don't have cancer, and, like, my hair's real. And I'm relevant and you're not gonna cancel me. I really will sue all of your wigs, and your wig already looks like that. The one you have on looks ugly. Take off the wig.
I used to thought that she was a troll.
Just fix your wig. No, just fix it.
I used to think that this bitch was a troll, but now I hear from the dad, she's legit. And yes, she's doing this for fame, she's doing this for attention, but even so, it's not good attention. She's doing all this shit for the wrong reasons. And it's very sickening that she's actually going as far as to getting her family involved in this mess, endangering the lives of her family, even her younger sister. I mean, what kind of person does that? What kind of person would go as far as to have your information out there just so that people will talk shit about you, and then you go and say crazy shit, and even go as far as to putting your own flesh and blood in danger? Someone who is basically pure concentrated evil.
Because it's really looking bad. Fix your wig. It's crooked and you need to fix your wig.
My wag.
That's a wig, right? Or is that like a nest?
Okay.
I think she made someone cry. And this is the video which started the whole phenomena. That started the whole mess. Yeah, she is delusional. Extremely delusional.
Yes?
I need you at my house. I'm gonna be home in an hour. You better not be there.
I'm trying to delete. I can't delete it.
I don't know. You should have never ever had it on.
I was sleeping. I didn't know you were screaming.
It doesn't matter. You stop screaming in my house. It just cost me my job.
Live stream.
Get the my house.
I could leave.
Kia, get the my house.
I was sleeping.
like telling me to leave right now or he will like hurt me. My dad wants me to leave right now. I don't have a chance to move. I have no internet. He is saying that if I don't leave that I will be like he is threatening to hurt me, and he's coming back in an hour and I have to leave immediately or he will harm me. And I no notice, no anything. I am 18, but there's no notice. I'm just being told right now on the spot. It's 1 a.m. in the morning and I'm being told that if I don't leave that I will be in danger, that my life is being threatened.
I need you to take a deep breath for me, okay? We're gonna get help to you.
Right, and I'm fully capable of moving. Like, I work all the time. So I do the internet. Like, I do YouTube and like stuff like that. YouTube, Twitch, whatever. I'm financially fine, and my dad is threatening to sue me because I fell asleep on a live stream and my dad was screaming at my sister, and my viewers leaked the clip of him yelling, and he's threatening to sue me. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he basically said that if I am not out in an hour that he is going to like seriously harm me, and he said that I better be out or it's over, and he's gonna hurt me, and like he's gonna like whatever. And then my sister's banging on my door and it's really scary, and my dad's like threatened to kill me multiple times. My dad's very like...
Is he on location right now?
Ma'am?
Is he at the house right now?
No, he is not there right now. He said that he will be back in an hour. So I'm terrified. Like, I need help.
Does he have any weapons within the
Yes, he has multiple weapons, and I do, and it's like, I don't know how he even got access to the weapons he's got. He has serious mental disorders. He has multiple guns. He has swords. They're everywhere.
Swords?
He doesn't even keep his guns in a case.
Swords, bitch. Really? You're gonna say your dad had swords? The delusion and the lies. Who does this remind you of again? Lynn, are you still there? Delusion, lies, false accusations. Who does this remind you of? You guessed it. Shanny.
I really think he's gonna kill me. Please have someone come. That's 128. Whoop. Hotel IRL. Guys, this is depressing. I wish I brought Molly. Hold on, I'm not really like looking my best. But guys, we're doing a hotel IRL. This should be fun. And the thing is, like, it was for the best. Like, had I like not left, it would have been bad for me. But at the same time, them not like being totally willing to help, and the whole like, oh, we can't drive you and stuff, and like we're not. It's like, I just don't know if I fully believe that like that's the case. Do you want me to take you off of live stream?
No. It's very despicable of you.
Do you want me to take you off?
You can leave me on because I have some things to say, and they should hear it too. You are a narcissistic drama queen, okay? You are. All of this is you're doing because you can't do the basic things like bathe, take a bath, and what's really, really, really sad here is that all this drama you're creating just so you can monetize
He's talking
this
to
and make
himself.
some money and get some 15 minutes of fame. I mean, who do you think you are? You think you're just like that Catch Me Outside girl? Is that your
I mean, who do you think you are?
Is that what you're gonna do next? Drop a rap album? I mean, I don't know.
I already did that several times.
You do you. You have your life. Enjoy your life. But what you've done today, what you've been doing, is I don't even know you anymore. Reddit, whatever other platforms you're trying to get your 15 minutes fame. But I hope you enjoy this 15 minutes because once this 15 minutes is over, it's a cold, hard reality awaiting you.
Oh, you could save your breath because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Save your breath. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
I wish you the best. Goodbye. You're dead to me.
Wait,
Damn. I mean, that is so fucked up. I mean, yes, the bitch is insane, and yeah, you're right, she is a mini Shanny. And again, I feel sorry for her dad again, but she did this to herself, and I don't understand why she thinks that this is gonna be. Anyway, here's another one of the idiot. Okay, so she claims to be she's just trolling, but honestly, if she is trolling, she's doing a bad job at it. I would consider her as a failed troll.
What's up, faggots? Let me
Oh shit.
monetize this.
Let me monetize this. Yeah. Use dropping F-bombs. And I don't mean F-U-C-K. I meant the F-got bombs. God damn. And I thought,
Anyways, chat, should we go to the gym?
no,
Guys, should we go to gym?
no,
Gym?
no. Go to hell.
Or should we go to pool?
No, you go to hell and die. Not really. You go to hell. I'll be laughing my head off when she's burning in hell. I mean, that's not right of me to say, but
Gym stream. Guys, should we do gym stream? I'm kind of tired. Well, first, let me make sure if I could get like a later stay. Yeah, first I need to make sure if I could get a later stay. If I could get a later stay, then we'll go to gym for like 10 minutes. Yeah, no, the conversation was fine. Like,
I don't know where she's gonna go once her parents. I mean,
she was just.
her dad completely disowned her for her violent outbursts and vile lifestyle. Kind of like Shani. I don't know where she's gonna go. She's probably gonna end up like Lucas Werner, living on the street, doing videos on a camera phone. That's probably where she's gonna end up. That's my prediction where she's gonna end up. She's probably gonna end up on the street. If she can. Once the dad stops paying for her motel room stays, that's where she's gonna end up.
Worried.
Or if she finds like a friend, or she might have a friend that she can stay over at. She'll probably start living with her friend.
Like, I mean, I was just worried that she'd like listen to my dad, but like, or say oh and like listen to his lies, but she was like, oh, just be careful, and like, so like it was a good talk. My dad has to. If he doesn't, then yeah, I should talk to my mom about that.
Really?
But gym stream, yeah, like it was a good talk. Like, I'm glad. But yeah, like she wanted me to come to Dubai, but I was like, I can't. Like, this is what's best for me right now, and like, you know, it was a good talk, and like,
she's talking about her mom.
she's having her friend like help, like, I guess like take me and like stuff like that, make sure I'm safe and stuff, and told me about like the dangers and.
I hope
so it was a good talk.
I hope her.
So,
But
yeah,
I don't know
really
why
not
you should help her
nice
kid.
to mom.
This kid.
Mom is good. Dad's.
She's gonna want to live with her mom? No, she's not Russian, Aries. I wish. No. I don't think she's Russian. No, she's not Russian. She may look Russian because of the big pouty lips, but that's lip injections.
I don't care what you guys say.
Hit the vape.
I literally went cold turkey off of Vyvanse. No, seriously, like, what would happen if I went cold turkey? Because I went cold turkey off of Vyvanse like a couple days ago. I literally went cold turkey off of Vyvanse a couple days ago, and I don't feel anything different.
I don't have any comment about this shit, but okay. Oh shit.
Shut up. No, seriously, I just quit taking Vyvanse because I ran out. Like, I don't really feel that much of a difference besides, like, I noticed, like, I can't stay on track and, like, I'm just, like, more hyper, not hyper, but, like, I can't focus and, like, I'm, I guess, more hyperactive.
Fake ass smile, acting all cute. Makes me sick to the very pit of my stomach. But I gotta do this for all y'all. I suffer for you so that you don't have to.
Yeah, put me back on IP2.
Oi.
But yeah, it was pretty good talk and like...
I'm putting on the lo-fi music, the coffee shop radio music just to lighten the mood. Just so that people won't get tired and leave. I'm making this stay comfortable for all you. That's what I'm gonna do for these streams, is I'm gonna start putting on lo-fi so that people won't up and leave.
Yeah.
It's kind of relaxing, I believe. It's going good. I do it for all of you. I suffer for his YouTube art. You suffer for my YouTube art? Yes. Yes, I do. I do it for all you people. I do it just to satisfy and give you all the entertainment you all need. But I do it with the calming music.
That was a 100% complete total fucking lie. That didn't fucking happen.
Oh. Well, we got... Oh, I would be glad. I would be delighted to be a guest on your show next time. Let me know if you... Maybe you should message me on... direct message me on Twitter if you want me... what time do you want me on? Because if you want me to be a guest on one of your shows, let me know. Because it would be an honor. I would be delightful to... Depending on what day or what time, because...
No, guys, I'm not withdrawing from stimulants. I don't even feel a difference. Guys, I'm true fucking ADHD. Like, what?
And that's not something... Dude, trust me, I've had that problem before. Lady, I've had that problem before, and it wasn't great. When you have, like, a learning disability, and you're withdrawing from your stimulant, your medication, it's gonna have a negative effect for you. I should know. I've had that problem before, and it wasn't very pleasant. In fact, it was basically 2 weeks in hell.
Whether I take Vyvanse or not take Vyvanse, it does not affect my appetite. It does not. The only thing it affects is my focus. I'm like literally true ADHD. That's only the case for fucking crackheads. I'm not crackhead. I'm literally ADHD. It's like nerves and chemicals and fucking just shut up, fucking faggots. Yeah, no, I really should eat. But I just, like, how do I call room service? That's what I want. I want room service.
You should, if you want to hit me up on Discord, check the Kaiju Club. I usually have a Discord service on my Yes, I do have a Discord, Widow's Son. I do have a Discord. look up. Well, I think it's in some of the. You probably might see some of my posts on some of the other people's discords, like the Geek Room, Trolls, Haters, Naysayers, Atheist Veterans. I also have I think it's called the Kaiju Club. That's my Discord server. The Kaiju Club. Look up.
Go shower. Do you guys really want me to fucking shower?
Hold on. I'm going to send a Discord link to Widow's Son. Hold on. Here's a link to invite you. I sent you an invite, Widow's Son.
Where do I find room service? I want room service.
She wants room service? Oh my god.
Where do they put the room service? Or, guys, oh my god, should we make coffee? No, really, do you guys want to make coffee? Yes, guys, this is the cooking stream.
Oh dear lord. No, no, for the love of God and all that's holy.
Okay, guys, we're cooking.
You don't cook coffee, you brew it! You don't cook coffee, you brew it! What the fuck? Dude! Her channel name is Playmate Tessie, Aries. Yeah, it's got that weird anime avatar. Type in Playmate Tessie, Aries, and you'll get to that point.
Sure.
Alright, are you ready for this?
Yep.
I'll let you play my throw.
Is that the dad? By the way, Jim, if you want to be part of the crew, I'm over here. By the way, Jim, Tessie's dad.
I still love you though, Jeff.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Oh shit. That ain't right.
Okay, whoever decided to do that is jealous, and like literally, I'm not. I'm in my fucking castle. I'm back in my fucking element. I'm fucking celebrity. Do you see that name? Yeah, that's right. My name's on the fucking element. I'm fucking celebrity. Do you see that name? Yeah, that's right. My name's on the fucking big screen now.
Maya West. So that's her real name, Maya. She basically doxed herself by revealing her real name, but then again, it's backwards. She put it backwards. Her channel is called Playmate Tessie. I'll send you a link. You can watch her videos and laugh all you want. Anyway. Oh, I'm gonna check it out after this stream. Oh shit.
Guys, so today we're gonna be cooking coffee.
You don't cook coffee, you brew it.
Or no, it's better if I put you guys on the chair. So we're gonna be cooking coffee. Is this content? Yes, we're okay. What?
Well, you weren't here. Well, Eris, you weren't here during the when I covered the father's video. You weren't, and from what Jim, the father, Jim West. I know, funny. I know, odd name. He sounds genuine, and from what the dad says, I'm quick to believe that Maya, Playmate Tessie, she's off her rocker. I would say she's a troll too, Aries, but I think she's more of a failed troll than anything.
What is up, guys? We're gonna be cooking coffee.
You don't cook coffee, you brew it. Anyway, she's just trying to be stupid on purpose.
I'm gonna be being a housewife for a sec. We're cooking coffee.
A housewife? God damn it. Oh, you gonna make an excellent wife.
Yeah, real housewife.
I hope your future husband knows how to cook because honestly, you're not even good at it from what I've heard. And she doxed herself. Yeah, she did dox herself.
Is there really audio delay?
Yes, there's an audio delay. When do you sleep? Cheek acne update. Oh my god, audio delay. You're out of sync. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments from her live chats. It's funny. Cause they're just like, of course. A Caseytron? Who's Caseytron? I'm gonna have to look her up because honestly.
Okay, wait, let me make sure.
We need more calls. I'm reading the chat on her stream. It's funny. They're, yes.
Oh my god.
Cooking coffee. I believe you too. I believe that too. Lynn.
I need to charge my light.
Someone should have, I don't know. Maybe order her some pizza. She looks hungry. Oh my god, that one dude. You had me in stitches, that one dude. Anyway. I think that does it for this stream. Be sure to like, comment. If you want to see more of my shit, if you want to see more of the Monster King Rickzilla here, please, if you want to see more videos like these, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I'll be doing more videos on Tessie, assuming if she's still gonna be a complete nuisance. I might even make this as a weekly thing. In case Tessie does something crazy, let me know. Because I would love to roast this little brat until the cows come. Can we milk this cow till the cows come home? Anyway, that does it for this stream. I hope you guys like it. And be sure to comment, subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at RGHaime91. And you can follow me on Twitch at Rickzilla1. Most of my social media links are in the description of my video, of my channel. And if you want to support me, there are some relative links in the description. If you want to throw a few dollars my way. Because I want to make some merch in the near future. And I can't do it without your help. With that being said, I am Rickzilla, and I will see you guys in the near future.